Hey, welcome to Mama Mandala. I'm Hagar. I'm so glad you're here. There's a lot going on in the world, and we're all going through a lot, either directly or by watching what's going on. And it's painful and difficult, and we're worried and we're infuriated, and there's a lot of feeling going on. Yoga can help us, and one of the things I love about yoga and meditation is it's common to use it as a way to disengage and disconnect and create space away from what's going on. And how I love practicing is a way to create space around what's going on, to create space for what's going on. And there's this meditation, this Dharna, this exercise from a text called Vijnana Bhairava, which was written in Kashmir in India, 7th or 8th century or so. It's a Tantric text. And it's a text comprised of different dharnas, different meditations, different exercises that are meant to take us and establish a connection with a state of midline, of centeredness. There's a lot that I can say about this, but maybe we'll save it for another time. And use one of the practice, in fact, it's Dharna number 4 today, to create space for ourselves to have the experience that we have, to create space within ourselves to hold more than ourselves, to create space that allows for the experiences and everything that's going on to live and breathe within us, so that we're not turning away from it, but rather turn toward it and incorporate it, integrate it, and let the world be a part of you as you weave yourself into the world. And this Dharna simply invites us to focus on the space inside the depth of our heart as we inhale, and pause before you exhale. So it's the space between the inhale and the exhale, in the depth of your heart, deep inside your body, in the deep space behind your breastbone. And then exhale and let the breath touch a space that is called a Dvada Shanta. And it's 12 fingers, if you kind of want to measure it, 12 fingers away from your nostrils. So let the breath touch there and pause before you inhale. And then you inhale again and let the world touch you inside, in the hrid, in the heart. And then exhale and let the breath touch the world. Let yourself touch the world. And then you breathe again. You can close your eyes. We're just going to keep going like that. You can stand up and separate your feet as wide as your mat, and then exhale slowly and let the breath touch the space that surrounds you, and pause. And from the space that is 12 fingers in front of your nostrils, breathe in and let the breath travel all the way into the depth of your heart, the depth of you, the space inside of you that can hold the whole world. And from that pause, from that space, exhale and release the breath and let it touch the world around you that holds you. And we'll add movement to this. With an inhale, as you receive the breath from the Dvada Shanta, breathe and bring it all the way into the Hrid as you reach your arms up to the sky. Pause in the Hrid, pause in the heart as your arms lift, as your feet root. And exhale slowly from the Hrid and let the breath touch the space around you as you release the arms by your sides. And pause at the Dvada Shanta. And from the 12 finger space, inhale, reach your arms up and bring, invite, receive the breath all the way into the depth of you. What is in this depth of you? Hold it there. And from the depth of you, touch the world again as you release your arms by your sides, creating a space also around you as you move your arms like that, creating a circle around you. Pause at the Dvada Shanta. And from Dvadashanta, inhale, receive the breath and reach the arms up. Let the breath travel all the way into the depth of you, all the way into the core of your being, into the heart of all there is. And from the heart, release the breath and let it touch the world around as the arms release by your sides. Keep breathing like that and separate your feet wide apart from one another. Take a long, wide stance. Ground your feet. Your feet are parallel. Wait for the breath, and when it's time to breathe in, let the breath flow in as your arms reach up again, all the way to the sky, and your breath travels all the way into the hrid, into the heart of you, and more than you. And from the hrid, exhale, bend the knees, reach your hips back, your chest forward, your arms out to the sides. Exhale all the way to touch the 12 fingers spaced in front of your nostrils as your fingertips reach and touch the earth. And you can touch a block if you need to, or a stool or a chair. Your knees are bent. And then inhale if that feels okay for your legs. As you look forward, stretch your legs straight. And if it feels better to keep your knees bent, keep your knees bent. And from the hrid, exhale and bend the knees and fold in and let the breath touch 12 fingers in front of your nostrils. Knees are bent. Maybe your head touches the floor. Maybe you have a block there to put underneath your head. And maybe not. Maybe it's hanging. Inhale from Dvadashanta. Bring your breath all the way into the hrid as you look forward. Stretch your spine long. Stretch your legs straight if that feels okay, or straighter, or not straight at all. And from hrid, from the heart, bend the knees, reach your head back down to the floor. Let the breath flow out and let it touch 12 fingers distance from your nostrils. Inhale one more time, look forward, and maybe keep your legs straight or bent. And then bring your left hand, touch the left hand in the space between your legs, and exhale with your right arm up to the sky and turn your chest up to the sky as you move the breath into Dvadashanta. Move the front of the hip bones and the sides of the ribs in towards one another, towards the center as you inhale and breathe all the way into the hrid. Touch at the center of you, at the core of you, at the heart of you, and from your heart, touch the world again as you exhale and turn your chest a little bit more up towards the sky with the resistance of your hips, the right hip bone moving towards the floor, the right ribs moving towards the floor. With an inhalation, bring yourself back to center and bring your right hand to the ground where your left hand is. And with an exhalation, slowly from hrid to Dvadashanta, reach the breath out and the left arm, up towards the sky. Excuse me. You know how sometimes there's like a tickling in your throat. Breathe slowly and draw the left hip bone towards the right, the left ribs towards the right as your chest opens up towards the sky. Inhale deeply. Let the breath pause. Keep the left ASIS, the front of the left hip bone, turning towards the right as your chest opens up towards the sky with your exhalation. And from the Dvadashanta, breathe in and untwist. Bring yourself back to center and fold in. If your knees need to bend, that's totally cool. If not, hang out here for a moment. Keep focusing on the breath moving between the hrid and the Dvadashanta, between the depth of your heart and the space around you. That is almost like, so the yogis thought that 12 fingers around us is our aura. So that's our subtle body ends at 12 fingers distance from our nostrils, from our skin. So it's where your personal space touches the world and where the world enters your personal space through. Ground through the legs. Bend your knees on your way up. Inhale, rise up. Into the heart you breathe. And as you exhale toward Vadashanta, bring your hands to your heart as you bring your legs back to Tadasana. Bring your left hand over your heart and your right hand to your belly and allow the breath to keep moving between those two spots as you close your eyes. And feel the way that the energy of the world commingles with your energy. And where what you consider your energy reintegrates itself and interacts and mixes in with the world. And notice that relationship. And in the text, it is said that in those two spaces, the Hrid and the Dvarashanta, in the pause between the breaths, in those spaces as the breath holds itself there, Shanta Shakta, the Shakti, the power, the feminine energy of peace, of Shanta, can be found. Do you feel it? Can you find it? And if not, what is there in those two spaces for you? Thank you so much for joining me on this moment and this meditation. Stay with it if you'd like, for as long as you'd like. You can sit and continue on your own. And I will see you soon, okay? If this has been helpful for you and informative and it touched you, go ahead and subscribe to this channel and put a like on the video and share it with your peeps. And join us on mamamandala.com. Subscribe to our mailing list and you'll get interesting, contemplative, evocative, poetic messages in your inbox. And I would love to continue the conversation with you. Have a beautiful rest of your day or your evening, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.